in addition to correct baseball information. In fact, to tell you the truth, that's probably the lesser point that we're trying to get across. We're trying to get across points to you as an audience that baseball and all sports really should be about life lessons, that the vast majority of us are not going to play professional baseball, probably not even going to play college baseball or college sport. The life lessons of hard work, teamwork, patient, persistent planning, goal setting are really what's important out of sports, are the goals and the attributes that we want to achieve. Now, I'm proud of all the people that I've worked with. I've had players in professional baseball, college baseball. Last year, I remember Mike Sarney was All-American. 2 years in a row led the country in stolen bases in Division III. But every one of them is a unique story, and I'm proud of their achievements. And Anthony Fagiana is a friend of mine. He's been in the program for what?
Yeah, about 3 or 4 years.
3 or 4 years. Came to me when he was a high school junior, right?
Yep.
And at that time, Anthony, you had done what? You had started at your high school. Tell us about that.
Yeah, at Amity High School, my freshman and sophomore year, I started between first base and pitching, and then going into my junior year, I knew it was going to be a little more difficult to make the team because, like Carl said, Amity was a very good program, so I went to him for some help to help me, one, make the team, and then also help me make some appearances on the field while playing.
Okay, so, and as he said, the high school, it's no fault of his. You know, a lot of times you have to be at the right place and the right time in this sport, which we're going to talk about in a second also. But he was at one of the, actually, it's a program that's been ranked nationally, is that correct?
Yep, Amity is a very renowned program. A lot of the past players have been going to very successful Division I, Division II, and Division III programs. So yeah, Amity is a very renowned program.
So what we wanted to do is get him on the team, which you got, right? But he did not get a lot of playing time at the varsity level. You got what? You said about 6 or 7 innings?
Yeah, not a whole lot of innings compared to my freshman and sophomore year.
Okay, now these are the things we're talking about, okay? Then rather than sell him a fantasy that he's going to get in a program, get in a Division I program and all this kind of stuff, you know, we sat down, we had an interview with his parents, and quite honestly, Anthony was a very, very good mechanically sound pitcher. Changed speeds, changed eye level, had 3 or 4 legitimate pitches. Did really, really well, but did not throw hard enough for college baseball, actually. Okay, even at the D3 level, he was around 80, 83, and we really felt that wasn't going to cut it. So rather than sell him a bill of goods, we said, well, how can we accomplish this? How can we accomplish this goal? And his dad sat there and he said, what would it take to convert him into a real solid position player, especially hitting? And I said, 2 years. Now, here comes the point. Is it rather than shrink from that in any variety of ways, rather than saying, oh, I can do that, pound your chest and say, no, I can do that, which is great. That's not a bad emotion, but we need realistic goals, okay? Or quit, which is a lot of kids do. What he did was he said, okay, I'm going to do that. Now, we were fortunate enough, and again, this is largely his responsibility. It's my job as a professional to show him that, but we also, big deal was you chose an appropriate school, correct?
Yes.
And appropriate for what reasons? First off, it was a good school for your life goals.
Yeah, my education. After I graduate, I plan on becoming a physical education teacher, and in the meantime, I plan on coaching as well.
So this was a great place, and of course playing college baseball helps him achieve those goals. And also with a great coaching staff, right?
Yep, Springfield College, very good with the education and also with the sports, especially baseball, have done a great job for me.
Okay, he had a coach that, Mr. Simeone, right, that I know, and a great guy, and a guy that, you know, is willing, you know, that winning is the outcome of doing the right thing by his players. A good man, you know, and understands looking for kids like this that are passionate and will execute these things and achieve these goals. Now, so you put in 3 years and did what? 3 years of work and 3 years of position changes.
Yes.
Also.
Going into my freshman year of college, I anticipated being a first baseman and outfielder and maybe pitching a little. But prior to the season started, I actually switched to a third baseman because I actually, at that point, developed enough arm speed and I was good defensively where I could play at third base and there was an open spot. So I took it and I ended up doing well there. And going into my sophomore year, catching spot opened up on the team, and the coach called me up 2 weeks before the season started and said, "Hey, you have a good arm. We would like to see you get behind the plate because there's an open spot and we need catchers." So I said yes, and that whole sophomore year I developed myself as a catcher, and then I carried on what I learned to my junior year and had a good junior year as well.
So you see, it's that willingness to, it's the bottom line is the passion for the sport.
Yep,
right?
absolutely.
It's the passion for the sport and the willingness to adapt and you know, it's an interesting definition of ego, because it's ego in a good way. It's ego in a very positive way, but it's not arrogance. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do this. You know, I'm not going to do that. It's a willingness to do whatever it takes, and a humility, the correct sense of ego that combines humility with also that sense of achievement, everything that I'm going to achieve this goal. And so now you're going into your senior year, and you're going to start.
Yep, senior year I plan on starting catching.
Wow. Okay. So this is again I'm telling you, my program, we've had guys go on to pro ball. We have a two-time All-American, led the nation in Division III stolen bases, and I'm equally as proud of this young man. In fact, maybe more so, because this is what this is all about. Not just baseball, but sports is all these life lessons. And P.S. as an epilogue, an afterthought, you can become a teacher yourself.
Absolutely.
So these are things that he's going to, what's the phrase, pass it on?
Yeah,
or
pass it on, carry it on, and I'm going to
you know?
teach my future students, my clients. Absolutely.
This is great. Okay? So again, this is what it's all about. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks.